All right, we are in the last quarter of the record here. Ingenious move on the next song here, or, you know, I mean, really kind of like, not a surprise move, but I feel like this is, you know, just looking at the album surface level, this is like probably the clearest like response or reference back to the Drake thing. Because as you remember, you know, in the midst of that Drake beef, and, you know, a lot of people say that, you know, I'm the number one Drake hater on the planet, that Drake DMs me cookie recipes and I disrespect him in response. People say that, you know, I'm like Drake's number one enemy, when obviously that's not true. It's Kendrick. You know, people say all that stuff. But, you know, I do give him credit when it's deserved. And I did think that one of his, you know, more ingenious sort of like chess moves during the whole beef was he had a song named The Heart Part 6.
Right.
You know, I'm going to beat you to the punch on your own song series, you know, even though the song was shit and it seemed like, you know, it was obviously the last song in the whole series, and his heart did not sound like it was in it at that point.
It was done in name.
My guy was making a song, but he sounded defeated on his own track.
The balloon had lost its air.
Yeah, he really sounded like he had kind of lost it by that point. But Kendrick now has put Heart Part 6 on the track list,
on the record,
on number 10, which, you know, it's like, well, fuck you. It's still my song.
Still his song, yeah.
Still my song series. It would have been even funnier, honestly, if he did Heart Part 7. Just like, I'm just
let
gonna
him
skip
take that one.
Just gonna skip over that one. Just gonna go over.
Well,
just
you
gonna
can have the
step
crappy
over
one.
it.
I'll take the good one here.
Yeah. But yeah, Heart Part 6. He's claiming it anyway, and he has the right to. He's done the first 5. Why wouldn't he do 6?
Yeah.
This looks like track lengthwise, it's one of the meatier songs on the record. And I don't know, you know, let's see if maybe we have a bit of a Drake beef epilogue here, maybe.
Ooh,
or something else, you know, because his Heart series usually, you know, he goes into usually every one of these with a cooler and interesting concept in mind. So, you know, maybe it's a reference back, maybe it's something else entirely. Let's find out. Kendrick Lamar hitting us with Heart Part 6. Here we go. Boom. Ooh, that guitar.
Nice.
That's dramatic.
Load up the Pro Tools and press 3. Studio filled with Jack in the Box and Pepsis. Niggas watching War Star videos, not the SBs. Laughing at beat pump or stomach turning. I get up and proceeded to write some. Absol in the corner, mumbling raps, fumbling packs of Blackie Mouse, crumbling Kush till he cracked a smile. His words legendary, wishing I could rhyme like him. Studied this style to define my pen. That was back when the only goal was to get J-Rock through the door. Warner Brother Records, hope Naeem Ali would let us know. Was excited just to go to them label meetings. Wasn't my record deal, but still I couldn't believe it. Me and Rock inside the booth hibernating. It was simple math. If he made it, that mean I made it. Everything I had was for the team. I remained patient, grinding with my brothers. It was us against them, no one above us. Bless our hearts. Nigga Dave had a champagne Acura, a bunch of instrumentals I freestyled in the passenger. That nigga wore several hats, a producer, manager, director, and DJ. A hi-hat, squabbling bloods, pyrus, and keyways. For this little thing of ours we call TDE, I watch him take some penitentiary chances to say the least. Remember in the county building with mixed by Lee, we tried to freak the system just to make a couple ends meet. That's my nigga for shit show. He brought Q over, but Q didn't rap, but he learned from our inspo. We split Louisiana chicken riverboat special, sleeping next to O2 our consoles to be our refuge. He was homeless and I left home. Q said, Dot, you won't be slept on, you the nigga to bet on. Top had given us the million in the home he lived in, hoping that we see some millions. God bless our hearts. played Phil Jackson in my early practices. Strategies on how to be great amongst the averages. I picked his brain on what was ordained. Highly collaborative. Rep pushed the label the same amongst the savages. Moose kept my name in the function that he was running. T's kept the vultures away from me that was coming. Soundwave let me borrow his clothes for shows as a hype man. They cook up in his room till the night ends. Time flies. Some carrying debates of a top 5. Burying my ops and allies. But I done a half job communicating feelings of being stagnant. Life was getting bigger than just rapping. The business what I was lacking. Top used to record me back when it was poor me. And now we at the round table for what assures me. I guess my motivation was the yearning for independence. Poured everything I had left in the family business. Now it's about Kendrick. I wanna evolve. Place my skill set as a black exec. I jog my memory knowing black hippie didn't work cause of me. Creatively I moved on with new concepts in reach. Top remember Harlem sessions. We would strategize then hit the streets then come back record 3 records. To tell the truth it fucked me up when D-Man passed. The motive was the condolences but the pride crash. I had to bypass old mythologies I had. Put my heart on display like it was an iMac. To how my young niggas let me be the demonstration. How to conduct differences with a healthy conversation. If that's your family then handle it as such. Don't let the socials gas you up but let emotions be your crush. Pick up the phone and bust it up before the history is lost. Hand to hand shake is good when you have a heart to heart.
Use your heart and not your eyes. Baby, just relax your mind. If you got time and I got time. Yeah. Free your thoughts and watch them fly. Use your heart and not your eyes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
He's a great storyteller.
He's a great storyteller.
Like, I love hearing
Gives
about, like, up and coming and
right.
getting going. His friends that were there, everyone who helped him, and he remembers all those people. Like, no matter how far he gets to be one of the biggest names ever in rap, he still remembers where he came from.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
I
huge.
loved how he was like, tributing his bros, Ab Soul,
Yeah.
influencing him to help him refine his pen, Soundwave, just the shout outs to everybody and just everything that they and the label were trying to do and trying to accomplish to get to where they are today.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah, that was amazing. Again, I loved the detail. I loved the progression. It had a lot of heart. There was, what was that moment toward? There was a moment toward the end. I need to listen back to it again where I was trying to figure out. It sounded like he was talking to somebody, but I sort of missed out on who he was talking to directly. But again, I love the progression of that. Kendrick, talking directly to Kendrick here. Kendrick, where was the bar? Where was the bar? We were like, I met Anthony Fantano at South by Southwest. And I said, Anthony Fantano, Section 80 review, right before Good Kid, Mad City came out. What happened to that? Where was that bar? They must have got cut.
It was
That bar got cut.
They had a limit for time for the album, and that was it.
You're right. They're like, Kendrick, we got to keep this track under 5 minutes.
Yeah,
And
man,
we got to take out the Anthony Fantano verse.
There's TikTok patience these days, man. And I
we
think
got
the
to take out the
Anthony one's right
Fantano
out.
shout out. It's like,
Yeah.
I hate to, but I got to. It's fine. It's cool. It's all right. It's cool. Hey, I know we're good.
He'll send you the unreleased cut later on.
Yeah. It'll be on the
deluxe.
It'll be on the deluxe. Be on the deluxe expanded
Yeah.
edition. But no, that was sick. I loved the whole rewind. I loved
That was
the kind
great.
of trip down memory lane.
Heartfelt. Indeed.
Yeah, and it definitely like fit into the Heart series. I feel like a lot of these tracks like reflect back to what it is that sort of like makes him do what he does.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
kind of like telling us how the sausage is made a little bit, and kind of telling us like the sort of the community and like the circle of friends that he was like kind of ingrained in that brought him to where he is today. It serves as a reminder that like everybody kind of views him and a lot of rappers broadly as like, oh, that's just one guy, doing that and conceiving that. And he's like, no, it's a team. It's like I wouldn't be where I am without everybody else.
That's how it happens. You need a handful of people that will really be there for you no matter what. And I think it's cool because like no matter how huge he gets, looking back and finding that hunger that got you into this in the first place, and realizing that's still within you, that you haven't changed. Like, that's still there. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how big your house is. Like, if you still have that desire in you to create something, that's what's important too.
Yeah.